to the spoken English, you can still come across it as speech work or oral English. Those are the three terms they use for this aspect of English: spoken English, speech work, or oral English. And it is usually the third paper, that is English language paper 3. English language paper 3. And it has 7 different areas of test. 7 different areas of test. So this is just the sounds. We have 44 sounds altogether. Out of these 44 sounds, 20 of them are vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. But the vowel sounds are further divided into 2. We have the monothongs, or what we call pure vowels or monothongs. And that contains 12 sounds. The other 8 for the vowel sounds is what we refer to as diphthongs. Diphthongs, just 8 of them. So there are 44 sounds in English. 20 of these sounds are vowels, while 24 are consonant sounds. The 20 vowel sounds are further divided into 2. These are 12 pure vowels or monothongs and 8 diphthongs. But now we just want to look at the monothongs and some examples we have given on the chalkboard. Now, let me say one or two things before we look at the examples. You know, the conventional alphabet letters, those ones are letters. A to Y, no, A to Z, YZ, A to Z, they are conventional alphabet letters. But these ones are not letters. I want you to take note of that, because most candidates have problems with this, because they feel that they are still looking at ABCD. These are not ABCD at all. They are sounds, and they should be taken as such. They are sounds and they should be taken as such. All right. It was discovered some years back that the 5 vowels we have in conventional English alphabet could not cope with the sounds that we have. And what are those vowel letters? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. They were not enough, and they could not represent all the sounds in English language. And that was why this was developed. And we have 20 sounds now instead of the 5 vowel letters. We have 20 sounds now, vowel sounds. And we want to look at them one by one. I said it earlier that 5 of these monothongs are long. Where you see the sign of colon, it's a sign of elongation. Like number 1, like number 5, like number 7, like number 9, and number 11. They are long vowel sounds, while the remaining 7 are short ones. Short ones. Alright. We want to start by looking at the first one, which is a long vowel sound. That is E. That is E. Usually, when you have a word, in most cases, when you have a word that contains EA, it has that sound. And in all cases, when you have a word that contains EE, take note of that. In all cases, when you have EE words, a word that has a spelling EE, maybe at the middle, maybe at the beginning, maybe at the end. Now it belongs to that. It can be EA, most cases, EA. Then there are some other words that are neither EA nor EE, yet they have that sound. By the time you read this note and then you read other books, you will come across so many other ones that are not necessarily EA or EE, yet they have that sound. Of course, you know, it is not every EA that is E, but we look at those ones later. Let's read what we have here. This is long E, eel, sea, seed, key, people, amoeba, sheep, eat. Yes, I know some people call this one kwe. It's not kwe, it's key. The same pronunciation with K-E-Y and the same transcription. The same transcription. You transcribe them the same way. And let me tell you this. If you have a very good dictionary at home, like Oxford Learner's Dictionary, Advanced Learner Dictionary, when you open, you can teach yourself some of these sounds. Even when there is no teacher around, you can teach yourself. Because when you are given a word in those good dictionaries, now the first thing you come across is pronunciation. Before you go to the meaning, is pronunciation. So, and that simplifies everything about these sounds. All right. There are so many other ones that you can come across, but that is E, eel, sea, seed, key. What is key? A place where the shapes, S-H-I-P-S, birth. A place where the shapes birth, load and unload. That's what you call key. Like Apapa in Lagos, Apapa of there. So your biology teacher often calls this one amoeba. It is pronounced amoeba, because if you come across it in exams, it's not oe, but rather it is what? E, amoeba. So that is that. Then we come to the next one. That is A. You know, this one is E. Why this one is A? So you have Kate, we have sit, we have shape, we have women. Take note of that, it's not women. We have women, we have still, we have pick, we have kill, we have enjoy. Take note of that. Ensure, enjoy, ensure. Now, does that mean that every word, every English word that begins with E is pronounced A? No. It is not every word. But those ones that have or is A. But those ones that have Now this is what I'm saying. If you have you know, in some languages like Yoruba, we have do, re, mi, If that sound is then it is not A. It is not A. That one is A. For instance, you have this word. You have this word. You have that word. That word. That is editor, not editor. Editor, because it has sound. But look at this one. That is edition, not edition. That is edition. Yeah, editor. Edition. So the same goes for something like this. The first one is emphasis. Because it's sound, emphasis. But the second one is not emphasis, it is emphatic. emphatic. So when it is or it is a, but when it's then it is a. Therefore, you have something like enjoy, encourage, ensure, endure, enlist, entire, emphatic, edition, and so on and so forth. So please take note, it is not every word that, for instance, enter is enter, not eat, not enter. Enter the house, because it's so we have that. Let's move to the next one. That is a. And a is not the same thing as e. No, a. Kate, I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you. All right. Now for this time we have sheep here, but here you can have sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep. All right. You look at number 3. Don't forget that one is not your conventional letter E. It is sound E. Don't be confused to pronounce that one as letter E. It is not your ABCD letter E. It is E. Wherever you see it in terms of orals, it is pronounced E. All right, except when the word does not favor that, and we see examples later. We have read, met, spell, meant, cleanse. Take notes of that place. I deliberately put it there. You know, some people will say cleanse. Cleanse. You have clean. C-L-E-A-N. You have clean. But this one is cleanse. Then we have says. Says. Don't say, stop saying says. He says. He says is not the correct pronunciation. He says. He says. There are many. Then so many other words like that. Many. Says, cleanse, meant, spare, made, read, drag, and so on and so forth. So that's for number 3. Then sound number 4 is short It's You know, it doesn't appear at all in the conventional alphabet. You can't find it there. The sound, the symbol, is not there. So it is mat, black, plat. Look at that plat. P-L-A-I-T. For your information, it's not plate. Plat, black, black, carry, spat, lack. Now, by the time we get to this place, you will see why I have written this one now. When you have ARR, it has a different pronunciation from ordinary AR. ARR, like parry, carry, parry, marry. So it's short. But when you have AR on its own, it's long. And we will look at that later. So we have spat, we have lack, and so on and so forth there. Now for the long one, that is second long vowel sound. Like fur. You know, we have AR here. But when you have RR, 2R, double R, then this one is no longer long, it is short. So please take note of that. Dog, then father. You know, father does not have R, yet it has that sound. Father, flask, palm, psalm, rather, bath. So we have them like that. So principally, what we are saying here is that this is long, whereas this is the short form of it. So you go to the next one. Look at the number 6 vowel sound. It looks like your conventional alphabet letter D, capital D, uppercase D. It looks like your uppercase D. And it is not. It is pronounced It's not D. Please take note. So many students in the past have picked that one as D. And of course, you know, they will miss the exam. Then they will miss the answer. Obviously, if they want to give you D, this is what they are going to write. That's what they are going to write. They want to give you D. But you meet something like this in terms of oral, it's not D. It is up. So please take note. We have rock, odd, block, word, wonder, plot, mock, drop, shop, dot, so many, sort, S-O-T, lot, L-O-T, block, P-L-O-C-K, so many of So that is up for you, not capital letter D or uppercase D. Then the next one here is all. That's long all. All. Now we have all here. We have four. We have spoiled. We have thought. We have sword. We have thought. Let me stop at these three and explain what I have done here. When you have a word that has its past tense having up at the sound, it's always long up. It's always long up. Now, for this one, you have teach, then you have taught. You have seek, then you have sought. We have thought, then we have think. And of course, we have door. So, please take note. Any word in English that is a verb and it has all sound in the past, that all is always long. It's always long. Can you give me another one? For instance, you have bring, then you have brought. You have buy, then you have bought. So, and so many other words that then catch. For that catch, you have caught. So, okay. Then let's look at the next one. That is up. The next one is up. But once again, before we go to this, don't forget. It is very easy for students to forget this, but when you catch it now, it belongs to you forever. When you have a word in a past form, in a tense form, all right. For instance, you have buy. The past tense of buy is bought. That bought is long. That's what I'm saying. You have catch. The past tense of catch is caught. That caught is long. That's what I'm saying. You have bring. The past tense of bring is brought. That brought is long. That's what I'm saying. So any word that is in the past changes to the past. Any verb changes to the past and have all sound. That all is always long. Always long. Always long. Then door, so on and so forth. Then for this one, we have book. Book. So it is wrong for anybody to say, bring that book. It's not book. It's book. Bring the book. Then push. Bull. Good. Cushion. Could. Hook. Would. Should. Hook. Hoot. And so we have so many of them like that. So please take note. Sam, book. Bring the book. Not bring the book. So bring the book. Push. 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 Push it. The bowl. Okay, then good, very good of you, very good of you. So we have it, that is the sound. Then we have ooh on its own, that's long. Ooh, like broom, like moon, like tune, like ooh, like soothe, like fruit, like youth, like poom. So we have tune. Tum, wum, ku, gu, you. Look at EWE. It's you. It's not Ewe. It's you. Then the other one too, you. The same pronunciation, the same transcription. The same pronunciation, the same transcription. You. Please take note of that. And again, you should look well to see that there is a great difference between up and up and So that is it. Then we look at number 10. by number 10 or monothong number 10. That is up. So that sound is being wrongly pronounced in this part of the country. It's being wrongly pronounced by our people. That is up. Then we have punch. Punch newspaper. Punch newspaper. Bring that cup. Go and bring that cup. Not cup. Cup with C-O-P. Cup with C-O-P. Now this cup. So he has gone. The man has gone. He has done the work. Then we have touch. Don't touch me. You know we have touch. We have touch, which belongs to this place. Bring that torch. If a place is dark, you bring the torch to illuminate that place. That's touch. T-O-R-C. But this one is not touch. That one is touch. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So we have that. Then we have lunch. Then we have tongue. We have tongue. Young man. So that is our sound. Our sound. So take note. And the next one is Don't forget number 3. By number 3 we have the short one. But here you have is prolonged. Usually when you have IR words, in most cases IR, and in some cases when you have OR words, and in some cases when you have UR words, and then there are other words that do not fall under any of those ones I've mentioned, but yet they have that sound. You just have to study them. You see some of them here, and some of them you can read for more examples in your textbooks or your dictionary. All right, we have shirt. We have worm. We have curse. Don't forget we have cause. We have cause. C-O-U-R-S is cause. That's long O. Cause. But this one is curse. Don't curse me. Why are you cursing me? No, we have curse. They have journey. We have journey. You know how people who say journey. How people say journey. No, it's not journey. It's journey. Journey. Then church. Church. And of course, we have another one. That is worship. Worship. So you want to appreciate those of you that are worshiping with us for the first time. Not those of you that are worshiping. It's not all. So we have so many words like that are being wrongly, like the word I mentioned, and words. W-O-R is word. By the time you put S, it becomes word. Even the other one, W-O-R-L-D, in the whole word. In the whole word, not in the whole world. So please take note. Worship, church, journey, curse, worm, church. You can have birth. That's why we say birthday. Birthday. Birthday, not birthday. You know, some say birthday. It's birthday. Okay, dirty. That place is dirty. Alright. We look at the next one. This is sword sound. Because we call this one sound because it is often weak. It is a weak sound. So you have again. Okay, let me underline those that contain the thing here. So we have the beginning here. The beginning here. This one. So we have lecture. So we have again. We have alone. I saw him 4 months ago. That A there belongs to this sound. Then A here too belongs to that. Then mental. When you have a word that ends with ER, when you have a word that ends with OR, then when you have a word that ends with A or even AR, I want to repeat. When you have a word that ends with OR, when you have a word that ends with ER, when you have a word that ends with URE, when you have a word that ends with letter A, and when you have a word that ends with AR, they belong to this. They belong to this. They belong to that. So we have mentor. We have mentor. So we have teacher. We have future. Then we have lecture. So there are so many other ones that we can come across. Now, by the time you check your English series, you see more of these. and your textbook too will give you more. So that is what we call the pure vowels, otherwise known as monothongs. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on.